God damn. What's up, guys? We are going to run a couple of errands today. Wow, it's been a minute since I've been on the old YouTube, and I will catch you guys up on that in a second. But before we do that, let's get ready for the day, shall we? Repping the Bucky shirt per usual. Yes. So guys, it's been a minute. I'm gonna get ready. I have to go, oh my god. It's wash day, obviously. I might do a little mask moment, like before I leave, since my hair's gross, like why not? I have to run to Sam's Club to pick up some foils, hairstylist hack. If you're tired of paying $20 a box for foils like I am, buy yourself a wholesale membership at like Sam's or Costco. And they sell food foils that are the literal same thing as the Reynolds, but they're like the Sam's brand, and they're half the price. And they have not only like the normal sizes that we use, they also have extra long ones for your long clients. So, of course, I love my Framar cutesy little foils for certain occasions, but we're in a recession, how we have got to save some money. So, I haven't been on in forever because number one, I've been depressed. And two, I had surgery. And I will catch you guys up on that surge and the whole story in a second. It is such a long story. I have to like sit down and tell you guys. But we're back. And this week is my first full week back in the salon. I'm so excited. I'm super busy this week, so I'm going to try to record if I remember to. We know that I'm not the best at that, but I've got extensions and colors and all kinds of stuff this week that I want to show you guys, so yeah. I am going to do a little mask. I think I'm going to do... I might do my Moroccan oil one. I thought I had... I know I have an Olaplex, like number 8 somewhere, whatever. We're gonna do, what the hell? We're gonna do Moroccan oil. This one's a favorite when my hair's super dry. It's their weightless hydrating mask. This is good for finer hair. I've got fine hair, and after the surgery, my hair started to kind of fall out. Yay! So yeah, it's not too heavy. They also have like a heavier one if you've got like coarser hair, but... So I'm gonna do... Actually, this goes on better when your hair's a little damp. So anyway, I have to go to Sam's today. I need to go to Target and pick up some more snacks because I'm on a special diet for the surgery that I had. So the things I'm allowed to eat are very slim, and I ran out of... The thing I really want the most is my sugar-free popsicles because they are so good. And since surgery, my taste buds have changed, and sugar-free stuff is so good now. Like, I don't know if that's just like a placebo moment or if like... I mean, I read and my doctors have said that it's totally like normal for your taste buds to change after, so I'm living for that. So I'm thinking we're gonna go to Sam's and Target. I went to Salon Centric yesterday, so that's done. I'll show you guys what I got. A lot of you guys love to watch like hairstylist hauls, which I think is so funny because I'm sure you don't even know what half of that shit is, but that much for now. Oh. If you see this giant fucking tsunami on my face, no you didn't. I think we're just gonna do like a slicked bun. God. Okay. I've been cleaning like all day today because my mom, who lives with me, if you didn't know that, I'm taking care of her right now, but she was off of work yesterday for President's Day, so We were super lazy all day. I had a doctor's appointment in the morning. I had to go get on IV fluids for like 4 hours, so that was fun. And then I came back and we just like chilled. She got me into this show called Lucifer. I don't know if you guys have watched it. When she first told me about it a couple years ago, I thought it sounded like the dumbest show I've ever heard of in my life. But since I had surgery, I've been off work for a couple of weeks, and she got me to watch it, and I actually really like it. So that just goes to show, don't be a hater at first. Don't knock stuff till you try it. These aren't thick enough. Okay, we'll do this one. Period. It's changed my life. Ah! Bro, I just caught that with one hand, period. Okay, I'll see you guys in the car. Fit check. Giving homeless rat today. What's up, guys? It is toasty up in here, bitch. I'm like sweating because since my last time I vlogged, I got a new car, and the mount that I bought for my camera was supposed to be able to stick to my dashboard, but it's not sticking, so I love that. So if my head's cut off, sorry about that. I've decided to, while I'm in the car, I'm gonna clean my car out. I haven't vacuumed it or anything since I got it back in November. Anyway, so we're gonna go get gas, then we're gonna go to Sam's, and then I was gonna go to Target, but there's not a Target over where the Sam's is, and I don't want to go all the way across town, so I'm gonna brave Walmart. Keep me in your prayers, bitch. I hate going to Walmart. Okay, so where have I been, you may ask? No one's asking that, it's okay. I had surgery 2 weeks ago. Tomorrow it'll be 2 weeks. I had gastric bypass surgery. Before you jump to conclusions and before you start saying some shit, I want to explain myself. Not that I owe anyone an explanation, but there is such a stigma around weight loss surgery, and I hate it. I hate the way that people assume that it's like an easy way out or that you're cheating. It is so far beyond that, and unless you've been through it and you've gone through the program, you don't know. You don't get it. I look like a fucking egghead. Hold on. One second. Much better. I was giving very much egg before I just moved that. Anyway, so before I get a bunch of hate, I just want to explain my story. Not even explain, because fuck you guys. I don't have to. Not you guys. Didn't mean you guys. The haters, okay? So weight loss surgery, number one, is not an easy way out. This has been the hardest thing that I have ever gone through, and I don't regret it, obviously. I am loving what it's done so far, but it's mentally and physically so taxing, and people don't get it unless you've been through it. So I started my journey in the end of 2021. I met with my local hospital. There's an entire weight loss program. And when I went into it, I said, I'm not opposed to weight loss surgery, but I would love to be able to like lose it naturally if I can. If there are ways that I haven't tried, like I would love to meet with like a dietitian and talk about medications, because I have health issues that contribute to my weight. I had my thyroid taken out when I was 19, almost 10 years ago. I have PCOS. I've got a vitamin D deficiency. I've got all kinds of just like internal things that work against me and my weight. And I've tried the extreme dieting. I've tried keto. I've tried starving myself. Like I've literally like gotten myself into eating disorders because of it. And it's not healthy. I've had such a bad relationship with food, and I always have ever since I was little. I've got either like when I'm going through things, like I either don't eat, which is usually what I do, or I eat everything in sight, depending on like what it is. And so like when I went into this program, I said like I would love to fix my relationship with food. Number one, that's like my end goal. And I met with a surgeon. She was so sweet, and she was like, I think you're a great candidate for surgery, but I would also love to see if we can get you to your goal naturally. So being completely transparent, when I started the program, I weighed 367 pounds, and my end goal is to be around 150, 160. So obviously that is more than half of my weight, which is so hard. So that's like a ton to lose naturally, you know? So I ended up seeing the surgeon. She was like, let's get you started in our program. We'll work towards it. And in the end, if all of this fails and you still want surgery, I think you're a great candidate for it, we'll do it. And I was like, cool, love that. So when I started the program, it was the end of 2021. My insurance that I have a local like state insurance, which is amazing. It pays for like everything. I'm so thankful to have it. They said, we will approve weight loss surgery, but you have to go through a year's worth of dietitian visits. You have to go through 6 months of a psychologist and have her deem you like mentally fit for this program. You have to do like a drug test. You've got to do, it was like all of these things. I had to jump through all these hoops. Obviously it makes sense because they want to make sure that the patient that they're paying for this $25,000 surgery, they're going to take it seriously and have good results. So I started dietitian visits the end of 2021, and I would go every other week, and it was literally like a class full of like other people, and it was like, today we're going to talk about protein. This is why this is important. Here's the good kind of protein. Here's the bad kind. Be right back. Getting gas. I'm gonna kill myself. I forgot my new car. The gas pump's on the different side. Okay, now I'm getting gas. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. So once I was done, that took all of 2022. I finished my final dietitian appointment, therapy appointment in like October, November of 2022. So coming to the end of the program, I had lost a little bit of weight, but not nearly as much as I had wanted to at that point. So I ended up opting for surgery. So my surgeon said that I would benefit best from gastric bypass. So there are several different weight loss surgeries. The two most common ones though are gastric bypass and the gastric sleeve. In the beginning, I wanted the sleeve. That was all I had really heard about, and I have had a couple of friends that have had the sleeve and they had a really good experience with it. So that was originally what I was wanting. And then the surgeon that I met with, she was like, the sleeve is good for certain people, but for you, I just missed my turn. Am I okay today? And she said, for you, because of your current weight and your contributing health issues, I think that the bypass would benefit you more. It's more aggressive. And this is what she said. This is not what I'm saying. She said the bypass is more aggressive. It's more complicated. The surgery is more like, let me explain. So the gastric sleeve, if you imagine your stomach's about the size of a football, and it's shaped like a little U. And with the gastric sleeve, what they do is they remove the curved part of it, if that makes sense, and they leave you with like a hot dog shaped stomach. The bypass though is different because what they do is they remove pretty much the majority of your stomach and they leave you with about the size of a golf ball at first, and they reroute your small intestines to that pouch. So the football part is still in there because that still collects like digestive enzymes, but when I eat food now, it doesn't sit in that kind of in that shape, if that makes sense, and it's affecting the way that I absorb things as well. So like I don't absorb nutrition the same way that I did before, and that's why taking my vitamins and drinking my protein shakes is so important, because I can become malnourished from that and then have a whole other string of issues, which a lot of people do. She was like, I think gastric bypass is best for you. I've seen patients lose up to 70% of their body weight with it, and it's fast. It literally falls off within the first like 6 to 8 months, she said. And again, like, the recovery is a little bit more aggressive. It's a little bit harder, but it's worth it in the end. So I ended up opting for a bypass, and once I was done with all my requirements, they still had to send it off for insurance to approve it. And I'm in so many groups online where I have seen people go through 2 years worth of classes, and then their insurance still denies it. So I didn't even get excited about it until like the month before, because in my head I was like, they're gonna deny me. Hold on, I'm at Sam's. We're gonna do my curbside pickup because I don't want to go in there. That store stresses me out. I got a call from my surgeon's nurse, and she was like, hey, you were approved. We'll go ahead and get you scheduled. Our soonest that we can do is like the second week of December. And it was like November at this point. And I was like, oh, I don't know if like I'm ready to do it that quick. Like, I would rather wait until kind of after the holidays. That way I can like move stuff around with my clients, because obviously December is like the busiest time of the year for us. So she was like, no worries, we'll do like January 4th. Done. Boom, baby. So the surgery itself, I was supposed to stay overnight. It's not technically outpatient, but it's not like a crazy, it's just an overnight kind of thing. Let's check out. Of course, my Stanley. So the anesthesiologist comes in before surgery, and he was so nice, and he was like, have you had issues with anesthesia before? And I was like, no. Like, I've had 2 foot surgeries, I've had my thyroid out, like, I'm good. I've never had any issues. He was like, okay, cool, perfect. Surgery happens, everything goes good. I'm starting to wake up, and this is all from what I've been told, because I have barely any memory from that entire day. So when I was waking up, I hadn't even opened my eyes yet, but I could feel that they still had the breathing tube from surgery still in my throat, and that's never happened to me before. It freaked me out so bad, feeling that like tube all the way down my throat. I remember just feeling it and like kind of gagging on it, and then I don't remember anything after that. I had come to again, and when I could kind of like piece together where I was, and mind you, like, I've never had issues waking up from anesthesia. Like, I usually am so alert like right after surgery, but I had kind of come to, and I remember being in so much pain. Like, you guys, I have a high pain tolerance, okay? Like, I have a hand tat. Like, I have had so many surgeries. I can handle pain pretty well. This pain, like, I felt like someone had stabbed me and like ripped my stomach open. And which I also started to kind of freak me out, because normally when you wake up from any type of surgery, you're still numb from it and you're on pain meds. So like, you're not supposed to feel anything. So I'm like waking up and I'm like, why am I in so much pain? And I couldn't really talk yet. But I remember like just like yelling out in pain. It hurt so bad. And I was just like, pain meds. Can I please have pain medicine? And I heard the nurse, she was like, we can't give you any medicine because your oxygen is super low right now. We don't know why it's really low, but your oxygen's in the 80s. And mind you, you're supposed to be at 100 when you're breathing, 95 to 100-ish. I was at like 82, she said. And it made sense because I felt like I was just suffocating. I was like I can't. And I was like, where? I need pain medicine. Like, she was like, we can't. And then I would kind of like either faint or I would just go back to sleep, but I would kind of just like knock out. And then I would kind of come to again, and I would forget that she told me I couldn't have any. So I would beg for more pain medicine, and she was like, we can't. And then I did this over and over and over again. And there was one point where I looked over and my mom was there, and she was crying, which stressed me out because she's not normally like that. And I was like, what is going on? Like, are we good? And I kept passing out and waking up, passing out, waking up. And my surgery, mind you, was at like 11 a.m. At this point, I was in the recovery room until like 8 p.m. And my mom said that the nurse kept saying that I wasn't able to be admitted into a room yet because they were waiting to see if my oxygen was just kind of a fluke thing or if it was like something serious. Because if so, I wasn't able to be put in like the post-op wing of the hospital. I would have had to be put in the PACU, which is like a step down from the ICU essentially. And so I still was like kind of knocking out, and then I woke up at one point and I remember they had one of those really big oxygen masks, and that was the first time that I had felt like I can breathe, you know, like I could like catch my breath. It felt like I was drowning. It was the weirdest feeling ever. And the only thing that they said that it could have been from me dealing with a staph infection a couple of days prior. That's a whole nother fucking story. And the infection in my body was just tweaking out, or I had a really bad reaction to anesthesia. But when I woke up and they did chest x-rays, I had fluid in my lungs. So I don't know what that was, dude. It was the weirdest thing ever. I ended up being admitted for 3 days because they could not get my oxygen regulated. I could not breathe on my own. I was on the high flow oxygen, the mask, for 2 of the days. And then I met with a respiratory therapist, and she worked on getting my lungs a lot better. So then I was able to have like a cannula instead of like a face mask. And then I kind of weaned myself off of that, which was really good. My oxygen wasn't perfect when I left the hospital after day 3, but it was tolerable, and I got sent home with one of those like breathing treatments or whatever. I'm out this bitch. Let's go to Walmart. Hope I don't kill myself. The one thing that I was not prepared for, and they did not talk about it enough, and I wish they would have, was the gas pain. And let me explain. So when you have laparoscopic surgery, I don't know if this is for every surgery, but obviously for your stomach, I have 6 little incisions that were laparoscopic. 5 of them are like on my stomach, and then I've got 1 in my belly button. But because it's laparoscopic, they can't see what they're doing, so they blow you up with air. They like pump you up full of air to make your stomach super distended so they can see. And they don't warn you that like the gas pain afterwards is so bad because it's all over your body. It's not just in your stomach. It was in my shoulders. Like my shoulders and my back hurt worse than my stomach did. Like it was the weirdest thing ever. They don't warn you about it. So if you're having bariatric surgery and they're doing it laparoscopically, you better buy some Gas X and pop those bitches every like 3 hours, because the pain of these gas pain, the way I can describe it is like if you've ever had a side stitch pain where you've had like a gas bubble kind of trapped in your rib. That's what it feels like, but everywhere, like in your back and your shoulders. It hurts to like even touch it. So weird. I am gonna run into Walmart. I'm gonna get some stuff. I'll show you guys what I got when I get back. And then we will go clean out my car. Just got out of Walmart. It was actually a pleasant experience because it is the middle of a Tuesday. So thank God no one was there. I cannot stand going to a Walmart. The lights are so bright in there. There's so many people. They have no manners. They're always in your way. Done with that. I did pretty good. Got quite a bit of stuff, and it was, I mean, $75, which is insane as it is, since we're in a recession, you know. And I was gonna clean out my car, but I bought popsicles, and I don't want them to melt while we clean out the car, so we will do that this weekend instead. All right, guys, Walmart haul. So I got a ton of stuff, actually. They had a lot to choose from. I'm normally an Aldi girl. If you guys have an Aldi where you're from, it's the best. They've got the best stuff. And it's like so much cheaper than any other store. So I needed some drinks. I've been just drinking water, obviously. And since I'm not allowed to have soda, I miss like flavor, and I have Crystal Light and I've got all of that, but it doesn't hit the same. So I got some sugar-free pink lemonade. I've never had it, but I've heard these are really good. They have a fruit punch one that's apparently really, really good too. Hold on, I need to blow my nose. If you hear a noise in the background, it's my ice maker. Disregard. Anyway, and I also got a huge thing of Milo's sugar-free tea. So, so good. Doesn't even taste like it's sugar-free. Maybe I'm just delusional at this point, because I remember before surgery, anything I would drink that was sugar-free or eat, you can tell. But now my taste buds have changed so much and it tastes normal. So, love that. And then I got some of these Egg Life wraps. These are really good for like chicken wraps, breakfast wraps. I love doing like eggs and bacon or eggs and sausage and cheese in one of these. It tastes like a tortilla. I needed some more sugar-free Jell-O, black cherries, top tier. I got some light ranch, of course. I'm going to be making a buffalo chicken dip since I'm in my puree stage tomorrow. So I got my ranch for that. And I also got some Sweet Baby Ray's. This is their mild buffalo sauce. It's got 0 grams of sugar. And I'm not going to eat a ton of it anyways. I don't even like spicy stuff, but that's how you make buffalo chicken dip, obviously. I got some Laughing Cow, the light cheese wedges. These are so good to snack on, and these are good to spread on like a tortilla. Okay? Are you okay? Okay. I also got some more of my light Baby Bells. Love these for snacking. They're so easy to throw in my lunchbox on the go. Okay, this next stuff, don't come for me. I have been craving hot dogs. I want a hot dog so bad. I want a big old bun. I want ketchup and cheese on it. And I can't have that, so the next closest thing, everyone makes fun of me for these. It's called potted meat. Now listen, it is the most, it looks disgusting. It looks so unappetizing. You can tell. If you've ever had like a Vienna sausage when you were little, I was poor growing up, so that's what I ate all the time. It's like that, but just like crushed. So I figured this would kill my hot dog craving. These are so good anyway. Like even before surgery, I love to dip like pita crackers in these. They're super salty, but it gives me hot dog vibes. So, and they're like 50 cents. So who cares? Don't come for me. I got regular cream cheese because for my buffalo chicken dip, they didn't have any light. So, but it's not too terrible. So, whatever. I got cream of wheat. This is so good. Another poor people food. This stuff is so cheap and it is filling, and I get the unsweetened kind because I can sweeten it with my stevia, and it's so good. It's so comforting and warm and delicious. Love it. I got some frozen berries for some smoothies this week. I need to start being better about my protein, so I'm gonna mix in my unflavored protein powder in a smoothie. And then I've also got PB2 powder. If you don't know what that is, it's a peanut butter like substitute. It's a powder and it's like super healthy and it's got a lot of protein in it. So, and it tastes the same to me. I also got some carb balanced tortillas, just my real tortillas. I'm not gonna eat these a ton, obviously, since I'm in my puree and stage, and my stomach can't really handle like breads yet, but I figured I could like half and maybe quarter one of these just if I want like a little bit of a texture with maybe my eggs or something. My cat's drinking out of the faucet, that's cool. And then I also got some turkey bacon for my breakfast. I'm gonna do some egg scrambles with cheese and eggs, obviously. I got another one of these soups. It's all I've been thinking about since I had it last night, and it's not too terrible. It's only 1 gram of sugar, 17 carbs. But see, the thing that I like justify is right now I can't have full servings of anything. I literally can only have 2 ounces of stuff at a time. So the serving size for this is a cup. So I'm not even, like, I'm barely getting anything from it, and it's good and tasty, so whatever. And then I also got some no sugar added fudge pops. I know these aren't sugar free, but they're not too bad by themselves. And a bunch of people in my Surgery groups, love these because I love my popsicles, but I want like a chocolate vibe, you know. But I also got my sugar-free popsicles as well. And then the last two things I got were these sausage breakfast bowl and then the bacon one. Oh, they've got, this one has 29 grams of protein and this one's got 18. So that's good to know. I'll keep the bacon ones for sure. But I can bring these to work with me, kind of snack on them. And this will be like 2 or 3 meals for me a piece. So it's worth the money, I think. So I got some zero sugar, yellow Gatorade. Don't come for me if you think the yellow is foul. I've got a bunch of the miniature. I've got like the blue and the red and the cherry one. But the yellow just hits sometimes, you know? And I don't know if it's like a universal mom thing, but my mom, anytime I was sick when I was little, she swore that the yellow Gatorade did something different that the rest of them didn't. So when I've been out for 2 weeks, just like laying on the couch, and I was like, ugh, I wish I had a yellow Gatorade. Like, it's so nostalgic for me, and they're good and they're hydrating, and it's something different than water. So we're gonna do some cream of wheat. Actually, let me try a sip. See if she's good. I'm a whore for pink lemonade, you guys, so. So good. What? What's wrong? You can't have cream of wheat? You can't have cream of wheat. Sorry. Just changed into my PJs. Gonna eat my little lunch and then watch some Ginny and Georgia. I'm almost done with the first season. It's so good.
The vote comes up in 2 weeks. It is essential that we stay on message here, okay?
They go low, we go high.
When they go low, we go lower. Zion!
He's hot.